Let me paint you a picture you know so well. You're out at the bar, you approach a girl, you're hitting it off 10, 15, 20 minutes. Her friends left, you guys are vibing. Get her number, text her in the morning, no response. Or let me give you another scenario you're super familiar with. You're on a first date, things are vibing, smiling, touching, grabbing, maybe even kissing. You drop her off at her place. Next morning, you text her, hey, had a blast. Hopefully you got home safe. No response. And these situations stacked on top of each other over a period of time can make you stop and go, wait a minute, what's the freaking point? I approach, goes nowhere. Go on a first date, it goes nowhere. Why should I keep trying to date if these things are happening to me? You start to internalize all that rejection, but it's not rejection, it's your expectation. Fellas, let's talk. Yes, you heard that right. It's not rejection that's destroying your dating life. It's your expectation. Let's talk about something that may go over a lot of people's heads, but I feel like for you, it'll hit. When I date women, okay, I bet you I've been through more approaches that led to nothing than you. More dating app matches that led to nothing than you. More first dates that led to nothing more than you. But why am I still so motivated to go approach a girl right now? Why am I still motivated to swipe on dating apps? Why am I still motivated to, go on a first date knowing it may not work and doing it over and over again? All I can control is the moment. That's it. I don't own anything else after that. And for a lot of you, I'll paint the picture what's really going on. You approach a girl, you hit it off. You already start imagining second dates, third dates, picket fence, right? You imagine, wow, it's rare I connect with a beautiful, attractive, high quality woman at a bar or a lounge or a coffee shop. This is so rare. Oh my God. And you start putting expectations. Oh my gosh, she said she loves coffee. So when we go on our first date, we're going to go here. You're already on the next level. And guess what? When you text that girl and she doesn't respond, you feel like your reality just got shattered. But guess what? You don't own that moment of the second date or the first date. You don't own that. All you owned was that moment in time with her. That is it. So what's happening is your brain is already on the next phase, which is the first date, right? And when she doesn't respond to you, it's like, wait a minute. In my head, I already had this first date. I already imagined us hanging out. You just destroyed my reality. And that's what's keeping you hesitant to keep going and keep trying to date, is because you have expectations, right? When I meet a woman in person, I tell myself there's 5 stages a woman has to go through, and she's going to mess up in these 5 stages. When you approach a woman, is she receptive? Okay, she is receptive. When I ask for her number, does she give it to me? Okay, she did give it to me. Now that I got her number, does she respond? Okay, she responded. When I go for the plan, does she go, oh, I'm busy, oh, work, oh, my friends, or does she accept my plan? Okay, she accepted my plan. Does she show up on the date? That's 5 stages of approaching a woman in public. And I actually expect a woman to fall short somewhere in these 5 stages. So when a girl actually does meet up with me after I met her at a bar or club, I'm like, wow, look at you making it through all 5 stages. So I go into an interaction going, Chad, enjoy this moment, but don't think about a first date. Nope. You just own this moment. Have a good time with her in this moment, and we'll see what happens. We'll see. What do? You approach a girl expecting a first date. Because in your head, why not? We had a great time. We're hitting it off. Why shouldn't we not meet? For me, I go, Chad, pump the brakes. You still have to text her in the morning. Okay, she responded. Great. Let's see how she reacts when you go to make a plan with her. You see what I'm saying? So I go into dating with 0 expectations. If I match with a girl on a dating app, I have a feeling it may stay on the dating app. If we exchange numbers, I have a feeling it may stay on the number. When we actually get to the date, I'm like, hey, this may be a one and done. So I'm always going into dating with, hey, I would love for it to go further, but I'm not mad if it doesn't go further than this moment right now. And that allows me to stay level-headed. That doesn't allow me to jump the gun. It allows me to stay in the moment. If I'm texting her, be okay with you never seeing her in person. Okay, you see her in person, be okay with this first date being the last first date. Oh, there's a second date? Cool. Be cool with this second date being the last second date. So I go through each phase of the dating phase with it may not go further than this. And I'm grateful it's here, but it may not go further than that. That's it. And now when it does go to the next step, I'm like, okay, cool, awesome. So I'm taking it a step at a time, whereas you may approach a girl and think about marriage. You may get a match on a dating app and think about the first date. Focus on each moment in time. This will allow you to not get your expectations up, because when you get your expectations up, that's when you get hurt, and that's when you take things personally, and that will hinder you in your dating life because you won't be so, you may not make that approach at that bar. Well, the last time I approached a girl, she didn't text me back. You get a dating app match and you go, well, what's the point of even trying to message her? She may never respond. Or if you want to go on a date with a girl, you go, well, what's the point? I may never see her again. So I want you to just live in the moment. And as you go through phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, accept it may end in phase 4. It may end in phase 3. But if it doesn't, great, but you're just enjoying each phase for what it is, and there's no expectations. When you can start thinking like that, dating gets a whole lot easier because you're not always taking things so personally. Now, for my second point, I want to be really clear about what I mean. Detachment from outcome doesn't mean I want you to care less. It means I want you to care differently. And that's a very big distinction between caring less and caring differently. What I don't want you to do is enter into an approach with this mindset of, well, she's not gonna show up on a date anyway. Oh, she's just gonna ghost me in the morning. That's not the energy I want you to approach a woman with. Hear me out. When I approach a girl, I'm like, this girl thinks I'm so dope, blah, 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 blah. I think we're gonna be a great couple. Like, I approach each girl with excitement and enthusiasm, but the second the interaction is over, I take away all expectations. So in the moment, I show up like I really want this to work. Because I feel like some of you guys may hear my words and go on a date with this, well, it's probably not gonna be a second date. So you show up not authentic and not enthusiastic, right? I take every girl I go on a date with very serious. I'm fun, I'm outgoing, who knows? This girl could be the mother of my children. So I still approach women with this enthusiastic ball of energy and ball of life. I'm very happy in the moment. But the second she leaves me, I no longer have control of the outcome. Because in order for a date to happen, it takes 2 consenting people, not 1. So I show up happy and authentic, but I just detach from an outcome because I cannot control it. So hopefully that makes sense. In other words, you're fully invested in the experience. You give this girl an amazing experience, but you're detached from an outcome. Show up authentic, be fun, be bright, be charismatic, be flirty, but detach from it going anywhere. And that's what I want you guys to do and implement today. The third point I want to bring up is I want you to make peace with uncertainty. A lot of times I get DMs from you guys and they'll say something like this: Chad, what's the best pickup line? What's the best opener? How can I make the best profile? And they're asking that because they're basically asking me, what is a line I can say to almost guarantee she'll say yes? What profile can I make that'll guarantee me success? What, date should I do that can guarantee me a second date? What can I say? How do I touch? And I get why they're asking me that, but they're asking me from a place of insecurity because they want to guarantee something. I have made peace with uncertainty. I'm okay with it. I have made peace with, Chad, you may never get the outcome you want. And that's okay. I don't have to have an outcome every single time. I've made peace with that. A lot of men only want to put in effort if it's guaranteed. And for all my entrepreneurs watching right now, was there a guarantee your business would make $1 million? No. For all my guys out there who are in higher education, as far as like they're an engineer or a doctor, was there a guarantee that you'll get a good job? Was there a guarantee you'll get accepted into this school or that school? No. You took the risk, you gave it your all, and now you're a doctor, now you're a lawyer, a tech founder, an entrepreneur. So you know this all too well. But with your dating life, you want certainty. But with other parts of your life, you are okay with uncertainty. We're okay with investing all this money and going into student loan debt for medical school and engineer school and law school because you knew, hey, I'm a bet on myself. Yes, it's uncertain, but I feel like I will be the exception to the rule and I'll make it work. And look at you, you're making it work. So take that same mindset you had towards entrepreneurship, towards higher education, and put in your dating life because it's the same exact thing. Right? And also cost you a lot less money. I know that was medical school bills or than 6 figures. A date with some chick may cost you $50. You feel me? And my last point I want to make to you is outcome detachment is not something you do when you just watch a video. It's an actual skill. You see, I was once like a lot of guys out there, mad at myself because how can I guarantee something? Is there a line? Is there a word I can say? Is it a place I touch? Like, how can I guarantee results? I don't want to approach another girl and not get a text back. I don't want to go on another date and not get a second date. We all want these results, right? We all want to get we all have this expectation, and how can we be perfect? The second I made peace with the fact that I will never have the perfect line. I will never run the perfect first date and have a girl want to come back every single time for a second date. I will never have the perfect line over a dating app to make every girl respond. The second I made peace with that is when my dating life changed forever. And you're probably watching this video thinking that, hey, okay, it's something I can try. But then you go back out there and you do it again. You get so sad, so beat up that something didn't go your way. And this is what I help my clients with, especially if you're post-breakup, post-divorce. You already survived one of the most hardest things on men, literally. Some men off themselves after a divorce because they get so low and so depressed. So if that's you, you're post-breakup, you're post-divorce, you've already went through the hardest shit ever. Now you're coming back into the dating game, and the biggest thing I can teach you is this. And I'd love to hop on a free call, and talk about how I can help you implement a system to help you with 3 things. A, approach more women. I know you've been putting that off, right? Especially when you're sober at a grocery store or, walking in the coffee shop, right? The second thing is dating on your own terms, right? A lot of guys feel like they owe women these nice dates. They owe women all this niceness. Oh, make sure to go to her neighborhood and pick her up. No, date on your terms. Hey, meet me at this bar in my neighborhood, right? Number 3, get you a dating app profile that actually works. With these 3 things running at once, you feel unstoppable, right? And I've been doing this for guys for the past 3 years, and I want you to be the next success story. So there's a link down below to book a free call with me where we talk about how we can implement this system so you can start dating on your terms and dating higher quality women. You guys have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.